And the Cubs beat the Padres in game number 1, 3-1, back-to-back home runs for the Cubs to give them the lead.
I think I'm going to acquiesce to our resident Chicago Cub fan, Chicago Bear fan. Life is good for Cubs and Bears fans. I mean, how about the Bears? That'd be Matt Lazarus, our fine producer / technical director / setup guy / he does it all. He and Connor work in unison very, very well. All right, big fella, how'd your Cubbies pulling out this afternoon?
You know, I think a lot of that comes down to how Craig Counsell managed the bullpen. One of the biggest reasons he got the largest contract in managerial history when we hired him is because he knows how to operate the bullpen. And for so long, people have questioned that on Twitter, all over in the Cubs universe. And today was perfection. People questioned him taking out Matthew Boyd. It was the perfect time so that he didn't have to face the Padres a third time around. He went to our closer, Palencia, in the 5th inning, which I even questioned. I was like, whoa. But then he came out for the 6th, pitched beautiful. Our bullpen went all of the 5th, 6th, 7th. They shut the door down. Not one hit from the bullpen. It was perfect execution. The sole reason we won today was our bullpen in the way they executed.
By the way, what's Craig Counsell making per year?
He gets $70 million over 5, so he's making with bonuses almost $15 a year.
Damn, Manuch, Manuch, you gotta
sit on the bench.
You get into pro football, Manuch. You could be an assistant coach making $5 million a year easy.
I think there's guys making more than that now too.
Are there? Wow, I think it's that Notre Dame education on top of it. I mean, I'm sure he's using that money wisely. You bring up something to that point, taking out Boyd. What a calculated right guess. You're right by Counsell, as you mentioned. 5 innings, was it 2, 4, 5 innings? 4 innings. I'm sorry, of no-hit ball.
Yeah,
by that bullpen. Have they been that stout the entire year like that?
It's been a work in progress. I mean, they got really hot at the beginning of the year when we were winning a lot of ball games, and then they got really cold after the deadline. But, you know, Craig Counsell has just been working the pieces in place all year long, and today he just executed them at the perfect time, and everyone just pitched lights out. It was beautiful.
I'm surprised you didn't say Suzuki back-to-back home runs. He and Kelly go back-to-back. Yep. I mean, that kind of set the tone, and then you get an extra insurance run. You think this team can get beyond the Padres? I mean, you think they can do that?
You know, this morning I was feeling more nervous than I have been for a baseball game since high school, because that was the last time the Cubs played a playoff game in front of fans. And I truly, for some reason, was feeling pessimistic. I didn't know why. But we walked in there. We came back from down 1-0. Our offense finally woke up. The pitching looks good, which is going to carry momentum. I think if we beat this Padres team, I mean, the Brewers always suck in October. Come on, they're the Brewers. We're going to pound them.
The Brewers always suck. No. Spoken like a true Cubs fan.
Hey, remember now,
the World Series. This National League is really good. So if we can work our way through the National League, you never know.
All right, that's enough, Homer boy.
I love it.
Get off the radio.
Hey, give them some credit. At least it took them 9,000 years before they won a World Series.
Oh, I know it did.
On top of that.
All right, so the MLB playoffs today. We're going to check in with Matt Lazarus. He's been monitoring all of those for us. But you had some great matchups. You had Detroit, Cleveland. You have the Cubs in San Diego, who are playing right now. You also have the Yankees and Red Sox coming up, and then later tonight it is the Dodgers and the Reds. Laz, welcome, pal, as always. Update everybody on what we've seen so far in the playoffs.
So this morning, the Guardians, they were fighting for their season, their playoff lives. They were in a close game. They were 1-1 through 6 innings, but late, it looked like in the 8th and 9th inning, they scored 5 runs. They had a 3-run homer from Bo Naylor, and they live to see another day. They'll play tomorrow, Game 3 against the Tigers for the hope to move on. And then over here in our Cubs-Padres game, not so bright of a result.
Yeah,
the Cubs,
it just got over.
Keep that enthusiasm going.
Yeah. Be happy now.
Yeah.
Come on, this is radio.
We can't play to the Padres like that. That's their strength. I mean, their bullpen is the best in baseball.
Yeah,
Not one of it's the best in baseball. They had Morillon go for 2 innings, lights out. Miller go for 2 innings, lights out. He struck out 9 batters this inning or this series. All 9 batters he's faced. Strikeout. Not one player has made contact. He's unhittable. He might be the best there ever was. I don't know. But
3-0 final score, Padres.
But yeah, the Padres take this one, game 2. So there'll be a game 3 at Wrigley Field tomorrow. But the Cubs are going to need to get the bats out because they are starting way too slow. Even yesterday, they're lucky they got out of that one because you can't go 4 or 5 innings without an extra base hit if they want to win. But so they'll get a game 3 tomorrow at Wrigley Field, and they'll see if they can try to move on to play the Brewers. We'll see what happens there, and then 3 o'clock we'll get Red Sox Yankees. Let's see if the Red Sox can take out their arch rivals.
Could you imagine that, guys?
Oh, man.
I mean, the Yankees back-to-back years. I mean, you think about that.
Out in the first round.
The Sox this year, I mean, talk about a team as down as they were last year.
Yeah.
And to come in with the pitching staff and the bullpen they have, they quietly made the playoffs. But could you imagine? Now, I wouldn't be heartbroken at all if the Yankees pretty much go down 2 games. But that'll be a good one. I guess Bellows on the mound and Rodon for that one. All right, what else you got there, Laz?
I would say that matchup probably favors the Yankees, but it looks like we'll have a good game there. That'll start here any minute on ESPN, and then after that we'll have the Dodgers as they more than likely finish off the Reds. Maybe not. The Reds will fight for their lives, but Zach Littell's pitching for them. He's given up the most homers in the MLB this year, and Yamamoto's arguably the Dodgers' ace, so that one should be Dodgers finish him out tonight.
And you talk about Yamamoto. It took him a while.
It did.
This year to get his sea legs underneath him.
104.5 miles an hour. I mean, look, I know if you're looking at a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, okay, maybe it didn't seem that much faster, but on the radar gun, that's incredibly fast.
And Laz, you're a baseball aficionado. I thought one of the best moves at the trade deadline was the Padres getting Mason Miller. I thought that was one of the best moves that they could make because they already had a solid staff. And to come and get Mason Miller, who when he came in after the trade deadline at the end of July, he has been nothing but nails throughout the entire season. He's been that common denominator to close the door on teams the last 2 months.
Exactly. And I remember at the deadline when I was hoping the Cubs would make a big move like that, which they didn't. Right when the Padres acquired Mason Miller, I said, in my eyes, that has to make them arguably the favorite to win the National League, maybe the World Series, because in the playoffs, having arms like that are so, so valuable. And you saw it today. They shut the door on the Cubs. We couldn't do anything. And, I mean, he is the definition of guaranteed 3 outs. Not 3 outs, 3 strikeouts. And so an arm like that, I mean, look, like you said, Manouch, the Dodgers, they don't know who they're going to get outs from in the last 3 innings of those games. And so the Padres, knowing they can depend on Miller, and then now you can move Suarez, who's just as good as an arm. He's thrown just as fast. You can move him back to the 8th. The Padres' arms back there in the back end of the bullpen are incredible.
You know, Laz, you were watching this Cubs game. Is it Cease? Does that say his name?
Yeah,
Cease?
Dylan Cease.
Did they pull him because he got in trouble early? I know he threw a lot of pitches, and they went to the bullpen early after 3 2/3.
No, he pitched really well. Mike Schilt just had a game plan today, and it worked out. He outcoached Craig Counsell, and I didn't know what his moves were. I was confused by them, but it worked out. He had a tight leash on Cease. He pulled him quick, but it worked because those guys in the bullpen are no joke.
Yeah, you look at that. Cease had the 5 strikeouts, but the bullpen came in to pitch the rest of the game. There's 6 strikeouts and no walks. Only 1 walk, again. Only 1 walk by the Padres.
That's it.
So when you look at the box
they
score,
throw
you go,
strikes.
They throw strikes. And but Cease threw a lot of pitches for 3 2/3, 69. But yeah, I think, hey, if you got the arms and they're rested, they're ready to go, there's no tomorrow. I mean, and on top of that, they had to win. The Padres had to win this game today. On 3, reporting that Sam Levitt looks like he could be, maybe we don't know, kind of, sort of, maybe moving on. So I called Laz because Laz is in the know. He's dialed He's all over social media. He's got like 25 different handles. So I said, Laz, what the hell is going on? So Laz, kind of give us an overview because you're tied in with a lot of the guys here at Arizona Sports and some of the things that are going on out there. And you're tied in, even though you're a U of A alumnus, you got dialed in with a lot of the ASU peeps. Kind of give us the overview of what came down this morning and where are things at as of now.
Yeah, so it started with Steve Wiltfong and Pete Nakos, 2 college football national reporters. They had tweeted that Levitt's camp is actively shopping the talented passer at a high level. So then some rumors started swirling quickly, and his brother jumped in on the scene on social media and posted a screenshot of him and Pete Nakos talking, and he said, in quotes, "Y'all are a joke," addressed this right before Pete released the news. So there seemed to be some backlash on that rumor right away. But now there's some people on Twitter who are really expecting him to stay at ASU. They said, not worried about Sam Levitt. It'd be cool if he came back, but someone wants to drop Darian Mensah, he's the quarterback from Duke who transferred from Tulane. Right. If someone wants to drop that money on a quarterback, you got to reallocate. It's the responsible thing for the Levitt family and for ASU to do.
Yeah, and I've just seen a couple other reports as far as this going nationally with the two national reporters there, as you alluded to, Laz, that Miami might be in the fold. They're talking about LSU. Mm-hmm. There was rumors about that Kenny Dillingham and Sam could be a package deal going to LSU.
I've seen all that.
You know, the shades of Jaden Daniels leaving and moving on. Some of the prominent, if any, prominent cuts around the National Football League that happened today.
Yeah, so just a few of the other names. One of the bigger headlines is the Panthers are releasing 2021 Pro Bowl receiver Hunter Renfrow. He just announced that he was coming back a few months ago, but it looks like he did not make the cut there. And then it looks like the Patriots, they waived Cole Strange, who started 29 games on their offensive line in 3 seasons.
That's tough to cut off. Offensive lineman's got that experience.
See, it's just not rookies.
No, it's not.
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we mentioned at the break real quick, Isaiah Simmons was let go by the Packers.
Right.
And
Nicole
Hardman were also cut by the Pack. Who is some of the other ones you got there, Laz?
A couple more vets here. The Saints released running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire. KJ Osborne and Michael Gallup were cut from Washington. Robert Woods from Pittsburgh.
Robert Woods, okay.
Woods got cut?
Yeah, Woods got cut from
Pittsburgh. They had him projected to start?
Yeah.
Now, they got a deep group of receivers. So you wonder with Woods getting cut if that was a business decision.
That'd be a business move.
And is that pretty much it so far that's trickling down?
A couple more small ones, like Khalil Herbert was cut from the Colts. So some small other moves, but yeah, nothing too crazy. But yeah, there's moves for sure coming in still.
Also, Kellen Moore,
It's now time for your Rockin' Manooch with Jimmy B's Twin Peaks ESPN 620 update. I'm Matt Lazarus. The D-backs took Game 1 of the series against the Padres with a 6-2 win last night at Chase Field. Riding a 3-game win streak, they'll look to keep it going tonight with Ryan Nelson on the mound against Padres veteran Yu Darvish. First pitch is at 6:40 with pregame starting at 6, and you can catch all the action on 98.7 FM and streaming live on the Arizona Sports app. Meanwhile, football is back in the Valley. The Cardinals host the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend at State Farm Stadium to kick off the preseason. Head coach Jonathan Gannon says the starters will play, giving fans their first glimpse at the 2025 squad. The NFL is back, and Twin Peaks is the place to be. And all 5 Valley Twin Peaks are turning up the heat. Ice-cold beer, wall-to-wall TVs, and game day specials all day long. Kick off the season at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views, and football.
And we can tell you right now that we're still trying to find out all of the information. And why don't you just come on the air since you've had a chance to check it out a little bit there, Matt. Who are the people?
I'm still looking for more information, but from what I can see right now, it looks like the owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers has purchased the Lakers from the Buss family.
Wow.
It's hard to even guess.
We are.
Once
again, we are continuing to check. Matt, if you see anything new, just jump in with it, okay?
Because I thought he's also a part owner of the Commander.
I think he is.
I
think he's got a piece of that action as well.
Yeah.
He's a very astute businessman.
Totally.
So Mark Walter, CEO of TWG Global.
That's it.
He has been a minority stakeholder in the Lakers since 2021. But he has interests in multiple professional sports organizations, including the Dodgers, the Los Angeles Sparks, the Billie Jean Cup, the Cadillac Formula One team, and the Professional Women's Hockey League.
Oh, boy.
Wow. I'm with you on that. Okay, if you just turned the radio on, the L.A. Lakers are being sold. We have been researching feverishly to find out what the money value is, and right now, Matt has it.
Mark Walter is entering agreement to purchase majority ownership of the Lakers from the Buss family for a valuation of approximately $10 billion. The largest sale of a professional sports franchise in the world. $10 billion.
That just kicks the NFL sale of the Washington Commanders to the curb, Howard.
Yeah, it really does.
Wow.